Hello and welcome. Ooh, I've added a little music to the background. This is one of those royalty-free albums that I have the rights to use. Anyway, it's time for the long-awaited Sailor Ragowski preview review. We're going to review a preview. I don't know how that actually works. But think about it. Think about it. We could be innovating here. Nah, not really. We're just going to talk about comics because that's what we do here on this show. Although technically, I guess this is a manga because you're supposed to read it right to left, back to front, which makes the PDF very confusing because you have to go to the end of the PDF and start reading there, because if you go to the start of the PDF, that's what you get. This is the back page, by the way. So back to the beginning. Sinking, spinning. You got this cover, Sailor Ragowski. She's here. She's got a machine gun with a unicorn theme going on. This piece of art's been around for a while, I think. The logo's pretty cool, though, isn't it? Now, this starts out... Oh, what's the next track going to be? Hold on. Let's wait for it. It's real quiet right now. All right, anyway. This starts out like a lot of mangas. There's a little slice of lifeiness, you know. We're getting to know the characters. Let's go to page 11. Boom! And you can see, like in school or shopping or whatever, right? And they were like talking trash about her behind her back, but she knows Japanese, so she's like, yo, it's rude to do that. And now we've learned a lot about her. We've learned about these ladies, the situation that her life puts her in. And then, like any good manga, it doesn't waste any time. You immediately, this is 3 pages. This is the 3rd page of the book right here. Here's the 4th page. We have somebody being blasted through a wall. Looking pretty cool. Kind of got that, oh, what was that show about the Dullahan? Like, I'm just kind of reminded of that because, you know, it's a motorcycle helmet. It's a cute helmet, got the cat ears, got the little moon thing going on. For those that live here, there is resentment towards the occupiers proclaiming themselves as heroes, but that's not what I believe. I believe that regardless of where you are born or what you do, you will always be proud of the accomplishments of those that came before you. I don't actually know what that last narration box means. Really, absolutely have no idea what that means, because I don't know that I'm always going to be proud of the accomplishments of those that came before me. But I guess on the balance, sure, and it sounds kind of good too, doesn't it? You know, the previous page was full of boxes similar to this as she's thinking about her life, the situation in Okinawa, which, interesting place. If you ever want a real challenge in Europa Universalis, start as Ryukyu and try to conquer the world. Have fun with that one. We're going to jump up here. We're actually on page 11. We're going to jump to page 7 because why make it simple when you can make it confusing to read? Boom! So you can see we've had like a lot of action going on here. The girl in the helmet, I think her name was Ryukyu Mew. Love it. Love it! Loving it. She's gotten splattered. Her little weapons fallen to the ground. Our sailor here has picked it up. It was a knife when she was wielding it. Now it's got the classic like wand look with the hearts and the wings and stuff. Like, this is all very classic Sailor Moon type material. And of course, okay, first, he's a giant turtle. I love the fact that it's a giant turtle monster. It's inspiring others to do the same. You want to see my super move? And now let's go back. Actually, let's go forward one more page, because going backwards is actually forward here. And I love this. She's got that bravado. This is stupid. I wish I had a gun right now. And if this is supposed to be read like a manga, there's actually a mistake on this page. Do you see it? It needs to be mirrored. Because by placing it this way, I'm reading this panel here where the wand is transforming into a gun before I read, this is stupid, I wish I had a gun, and then the gun appears. This panel is actually out of place. It needs to be on the right side of the page, and these two need to be on the left side of the page. So that that's a goof right there, and I wish I had seen this sooner because I would have told Brian about it. But I was trying not to read too much digital stuff because he knows my digital policy, man. I try not to read digital stuff. And then, so after this is stupid. I wish I had a gun right now. And then she gets a gun and gets this little confident look. Oh yeah, much better. Moon, prism, power. We are just totally rolled along, and blam, she busted a cap. No, she busted a cap at the Kappa. Blam. It's great. And then, of course, she's concerned for her friend. A couple more pages. But, like, I dug this sequence a lot. I also think that maybe the sequence could be improved by the spacing of the pages. I feel like we needed one more page to shift everything over a little bit. Because think about how much more effective it would be if we had this page on the right. So it's inspiring others to do the same. Hey gamer, want to see my super move? And then you flick your eyes over to the left side, and it's, this is stupid. I wish I had a gun right now. Like, I think that makes for a more impactful punch than this. And then you flip up here and you got this whole page. Because that also pushes this off to where it can be like the highlight of the next section. So we end on this basically like cliffhanger here. And then we get the big blam to occupy. Like, as soon as we flip over, it's fresh. It's the first thing we see on the other side of the fold, so it's a really bold statement. I think a little bit of layout change like that would have helped it flow. In fact, probably what I would really recommend is making this a 2-page cross the book spread of the turtle getting blasted. So you could put like this in the top right, Moon Prism Power, then have like her over here, and then the big turtle thing taking up this whole thing, and then have the Yayoi at the end across the page. Yayoi on one side, her on the other. I think that would have been a really cool 2-page spread. Of course, that's also a lot more turtle drawing to do, so it's a lot more work. All in all, I had a lot of fun reading this. It makes me want to read more, but at the same time, it also feels like this would really just be kind of a fun stand on its own little short story in some kind of anthology book featuring Regina-themed characters or something. This doesn't necessarily, when I got done with it, cry out like, you have to have more Sailor Ragowski. It was like, that was pretty satisfying, and I am very satisfied with the Sailor Ragowski piece that I have bitten off and chewed upon. You all have a great day out there. I think I've said everything I want to say. It's a pretty cool book. The art's gorgeous. The writing is gorgeous. Maybe a little bit of shifting the pages around could have made it even better than it already was. And I don't want you to take away anything I said in this and think, oh man, he didn't like this or anything like that, because that would be incorrect. That would be 100% false. It is not true. It's just fun. It's great looking, and I want more. You all take care of yourselves. You have a great day, great night, great whatever you got going on. Sure hope to see you again next time. And until then, bye-bye.